Mic check, 1, 2.
Turn it up, turn it up.
Mic check.
Beat, let's go.
Yo, we Harlem on the rise, yo, we let it get the money. It's a podcast, you can catch us being funny. Yeah, from 7 to 9, we litty and live. So stop everything, this is serious vibe. Catch us on a Wednesday, steady on a hump day. Listen in your car, got the beamer or the Hyundai. Facebook Live, we live on the rec. You can call a kicker with us if you show respect. Yo, a lot of topics, we always got it poppin'. You know we neighborhood, we always kicking dollars. Yeah, that's the stilo we do it for the people. Higher than the ego, we ordinary people. We be kicking it cause you know we living it. Come and catch a vibe, it's a vibe, come and witness it. We down for each other no matter the weather. It's the beat 139 cause Harlem stick together. What's up?
What up, what up, what up?
What up, what up, what up? How y'all doing? Yeah, we here Wednesday. You know what it is. First show of the year. You know I got Queens in the building today. Get Money Queens. Y'all know what it is.
QB.
QB in the house today. They come to take over. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Beat 139. I'm Doc.
I'm Don Vito, what up?
And I'm Javon Bubbles, baby. Hi.
Bring him in, Doc, bring him in.
Yeah, today, you know, we got the legendary, you know what I'm saying? We doing behind the scenes, guys who've been moving and shaking. You know what I'm saying? People don't really know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we want to bring to the forefront, you know what I'm saying, Kal Dawson.
What up, Cal? Welcome to the show.
Hey, welcome.
All right.
Yo, what's up?
What up?
So let's take it back, man. Let's talk about it, right? We got QB in the building.
Let's rephrase that. I'm from South Jamaica, Queens.
All right, South Jamaica in the building. Okay.
South Jamaica.
Okay.
QB, that comes from Queensbridge.
All right, see, y'all got, I respect
that's Long
that.
Island City. I'm from South Jamaica.
All right, South Jamaica's in the
I'm
building.
from Basie Projects, Building 2, 163 Fox Boulevard. That's where I'm from.
Okay.
Talk that talk, brother.
Talk that
Because I
talk.
understand, because when we Harlem, we say, you know, when we from the west side and dudes from the east side, we all Harlem, but you know, the dudes from the west side, we don't play on the east side. And dudes on the east side don't really play on the west side. So I understand that, man.
Nah, South Side is highly respected. You know what I mean? So, you know, like, you don't hear noise from Bayside, flushing like that. Because, you know, when you out and about moving and shaking and grooving, the first thing they say as far as Queens, they say, like, South Side. You know what I mean? That's where, you know, all the heavy hitters came from.
That's what everybody knows.
You know what I'm saying? South Side or Hollis, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, so we want to go into the beginning of the story. You know, I know you played in the music game, but, you know, we want to take it back to the beginning. You know, who is Kal Dawson?
I'm a dude, I was born in Long Island Jewish Hospital, 1971. So from there, I came straight to, you know, 16311 Fox Boulevard, Building 2, Basie Projects.
Okay.
So I'm one of my family, you know what I'm saying, was there when the whole Basie wasn't even completed yet. They moved there back in 63, but I ain't come around to 71.
Okay. So you grew up full-fledged in Baisley.
Absolutely. I was there from the beginning until, like, now. Like,
So what was life like growing up in your neighborhood when you, as a kid?
well, when I was growing up in Baisley, you know, there was a lot of, you know, we had a lot of white people and Jewish people that lived in the projects there.
Shalom.
It wasn't a lot of blacks there like that, but it was a lot of, like, you know, different races there first. Years down the line, you know, when the blacks came in, then the whites moved out and went to, like, Laurelton or Rosedale, Long Island.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So you played any sports growing up?
Nah, I ain't played no sports. I was just, you know, well, in Baisley growing up, you know, like, at first, you know, it wasn't no drugs there. Then that came on later on down the line. So it was a movement. So, you know, it was some dudes that was playing ball there, but I didn't participate in that. I was,
So
you know,
what was
riding
yours?
bikes. I was just riding bikes,
Yeah, what was your kind of
doing
escape?
skateboard. We used to leave Baisley, go to Cunningham Park, and steal other dudes' Diamondbacks and mongooses and bring it back to the project, shit like that.
Yeah, that's what's up. So what made you kind of want to get into, like, the music? When did that happen? And kind of, because it apparently changed your life, you know? So what made you go there?
Well, I caught a bid in the early 90s. I got you know, arrested in North Carolina for trafficking. When I came home, you know, that's when I started, you know, dibble-dabbling in the music. But I still have my hands in the, you know, in the cookie jar.
Right.
How much time did you do?
But they gave me 10 years for trafficking in North Carolina back in 91. And matter of fact, my co-defendant on that case was Kevin Chaz that owned Don Diva magazine.
Oh, wow.
Do you think? Do you think that kind of motivated your music, like, and motivated you to want to make what you did substantial?
Well, it kind of, sort of, but I still was have my hand in a cookie jar because that was my first bid, but I had 3 other bids behind that bid. I had 4 bids altogether.
So what you mean? So you say your co-defendant was Kevin Childs?
Yeah, Kevin, good dude.
Right.
Kevin, good dude.
Yeah, I know all about Kevin. I'm saying, so how did that come into play, like Queens and Harlem type of situation?
Well, I've been all over. Actually, my family from St. Nick and Lou Sims. Lou Sims' father, my father are brothers. You know what I mean? So me and Kev always,
favor too.
me and Kev always, did shit, and then when shit got hectic in like in Queens, like in '88, I started going to North Carolina. A cop got killed in Queens, and that kind of put like a dent in a lot of people's pockets.
Right.
So I started going to North Carolina to rally, and then he was in Asheville with some dudes in Harlem. And we from New York, we go everywhere to chase a dollar.
Yeah.
So you said a cop got killed in Queens. I remember that was like a big thing at that time.
Edward Burns, right?
Yeah, he got killed. So when that happened, it was like the drug dealers is doing too much, and we got to put the clamps on them.
That really put the
it
Queens
caused
on
a lot
map,
of
too.
TNT. Because at the time that happened, I was in Elmont. In Long Island doing 1s and 2s and fucking with some dudes on 116 in Merrick. But
I'm sorry, I have to stop you right there. 1s and 2s. What does that mean?
1s and 2s, man.
Like on the.
I had my hands in a cookie jar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought we were
See,
talking
a lot
about
of
BJ's.
dudes.
Yeah, my
See,
bad.
my father was well established already. My father's name is Cornbread. And everybody who know him, he was well established already in Queens, but he passed away in '90. He had a heart attack. Somebody he caught a case, but when I was in jail, he caught a heart attack and died. But my father passed away. He was a good dude, but he was like 3 mil strong.
Cornbread with a name like that, you got to be like, a dope
A
person.
lot of old school dudes know him, like Pop Freeman, Hyman, shit like that. But you never knew who he was because he always dressed like regular, like he used to dress bummy, but he was that dude in South Jamaica. He from the South though. He really from Snow Hill, North Carolina.
So you did the bid, right? And then you came out. So how did you, get the feeling like, you know what, let me do something different?
Nah, but actually, my brother, my second oldest brother, he was cool with Russell. And then he tried to, put me in a situation as far as like, when you're in that gang, you know a lot of people because you move around different boroughs, different states, and people interact.
It's kind of a small world, right?
Go to Lacey's and Skate Key and the Rink, shit like that. So, people develop relationships like that, interacting like you getting money in that circle. Everybody know somebody.
So how was your bid? Was it,
that bid was sweet because I'm from New York, so
never heard that
in North
before.
Carolina at that time they have money. You can have money in your pocket in jail. I never experienced that in Rikers Island. You can't have no money in your pocket, but that jail back then, and you could have money in your
country
pocket.
Club of jails, something like that.
It was different because it was the South, and they wasn't used to.
I would think it would be different
up
because
north
the
dudes.
racism.
Nah, but but we had a different, I was in trouble a lot down there because them dudes in the South, they like to wrestle and shit like that. So they was selling gym razors in commissary. So we was buying razors and spitting them in our mouth and spitting them out and cutting dudes. When shit get thick,
What you mean they like to wrestle, man?
No, country dudes don't they don't box. They like to wrestle because they strong.
Right.
You know what I mean? They strong eating.
grab you.
Wait, like
Yeah,
high
they
school
eating
wrestling
ham
or
hocks
like-
and collard greens, shit
like
like
The
that.
Rock?
So when me and other dudes from New York was in that system, so they was trying to figure out like how these dudes got razors in their mouth, and because we used to have Rikers Island lifestyle.
Right.
So that shit was kind of like sweet to me, but that wasn't really like a reform. It was just like this shit's easy. But before that though, I wasn't Rikers Island. I was locked up for a murder charge, but I was acquitted. And then I went down North Carolina, and then I caught that charge.
No.
That's like a great feeling right there.
No, I caught 2 of them. Matter of fact, I quit it for both of them, and then it'll be okay. It's in North Carolina. I was in Raleigh.
Yeah, Raleigh. Huh?
Raleigh.
Right,
So
North
how
Carolina.
like be a lot of tension like with dudes from New York coming out to the Carolinas and all that?
Well, dudes. It was dudes from. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. It was dudes from Brooklyn just getting to the dudes from Queens being eating, getting money for on a hustling tip. You know, a lot of dudes from Brooklyn, you know, they was robbing and stealing, so they went to North Carolina. They was telling certain dudes, like, you know, you can't hustle here no more. So a lot of dudes from the South felt a certain way about dudes from New York because of that. Because dudes from Brooklyn was like Debo and them telling you can't hustle here and this is our shit, and they might
Kinda like
fuck up a little
taking
$100 and they doing things to them. I mean, so it was a difference from us dudes hustling from Queens and dudes hustling from Brooklyn. It was a different type of format.
All right, y'all, we got Kal Dawson in the building. You know, the call lines is open.
646-628-4264.
Call Kal Dawson and, you know, holler at him. He in the building. So, all right, so you was in the South, and, you know, you did a couple bids, you beat a couple cases, you did some time.
I did one bid. I did 3 state bids. The first one was in North Carolina. I did 2 bids in New York. Then I did a Fed beef in up here in New York. So I did 4 bids altogether.
Dang.
Shit, damn. What you mean?
I mean,
Like,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
when you break the law, this is what happens. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but, you know, you blessed, though, because you
Yeah,
here.
you still here.
Exactly.
You know
So
what I'm saying? You got a
definitely
story
got
to
some
tell,
chances.
you know.
And what's crazy, right? And none of my bids, they never caught me with nothing. Never. Almost conspiracy.
Go back to that
Just
smart
distribution
hustle money.
charges, shit like that.
Get 'em
I never got caught with nothing physically.
Right.
smart hustling.
So I'm interested now. I hear about the bids in the streets and the different towns and all that. So what's the transition to the music game?
Gotta try something different, you know what I mean? Because after a while, you get tired of motherfuckers telling you bend over, do this, do that, packages, you know, your girlfriend talking
Loonies and
about,
all that.
yeah, you know, the loonies, and, you know, because I was in the system, you know, shaking and baking and everything, you know. So, you know, the hustle don't stop. So, you know, it's always a way to break a law. I was like, you know, finding it. So I was in the feds, you know, I had, you know, cell phones and DVD, iPhones and shit like
freedom's
that.
You living good.
I wasn't living good, but I was just trying to make my bed comfortable.
Yeah. I have a question, Kal. So, being like a hustler, like a professional hustler, you know, how you grew up and everything you just explained to all of us here, were you
didn't-
able to transfer that kind of mentality and like and motivation to your music and the business?
No, once you see what, I'm gonna keep it real. I like dealing with criminals, right? Because we all think alike. You know what I'm saying? Because it's boundaries with being a criminal. So when you convert from the music, from the streets to the music, it's the same hustle, but it's a different product.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because for instance, you know, if you from New York and somebody, your homegirl you grew up with, she went to college somewhere and telling you, yo, these dudes over here, they getting money. So you going to, okay, words like that? All right, I'm going to go out there and see what's happening. You know what I mean? So like the shit we sell in New York for $5, you know, God bless the dead, just had the long 38 bim, the orange tops. Oh, okay, but you don't want to be mentioned right now. So anyway, the shit that was going for $5 and New York City was going for like $20, $30 in other states.
That's what made you say, let me
Nah,
slide.
the profit was very good.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you may go out there with like a little $4.5 and you might fuck around, turn that into like brick money. You know what I mean?
And then that money was turned to making music and doing positive things, yeah?
Yeah. You know, doing the music, you know, when you want to change something, 'cause after a while, like, you know, them bids add up and you ain't getting no younger.
Yeah.
You know, like I never had a 1 or 3. I never had a fucking 6 months.
That's what you had.
Right.
My first bid was 10 years trafficking. My
Right.
first bid.
And then after that, you did, how many bids you did?
After that,
3.
after the 10 year I did in North Carolina, I had to do a 1.5 to 3 in New York. Then I caught a 5 to 10. And then I caught 10 years in the feds.
So you were just like, okay, I'm done with all this.
Yeah.
Sort of. But you could, because, I mean,
Yeah,
if we
sort
really
of.
think about it.
Right now, like
industry's
another one.
hip-hop.
Right now, another 10, 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the age I am now, like, but if I gotta do it, I'm gonna lay down because I never cooperate. My name ain't never on nobody's paperwork. That's number one.
Right.
I mean, so I got no problem take one for the team, as long as the team gonna do what they gotta do on the outside.
That's what's
I got
up.
no problem with that.
That's called loyalty. I fucks with that. Are we allowed to curse on it?
No, it's not about loyalty, it's about morals and respect. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
whatever I do, like I'm on bail right now for a case. I'm saying I ain't gonna go into details, but I'm on bail right now.
You on bail?
Yeah, I'm on bail for a case right now.
Oh, look, Tim.
And it's crazy because I was rushing it. Shouldn't even did what I did, but I was rushing. You know what I mean?
Chaz, you gotta take it easy, man.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, like you know,
let's show your conformity here.
in case I caught, I owned up to it,
Right.
and they gave me a sweet bill. Cause I was messing with my man we was on something. Linda, I was like, yo, I don't give a fuck what it is, dude. I'm like George Steinberg with the cap is. I'm gonna make it. Bill, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm gonna make it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I caught a case December 23rd, actually. You know what I'm saying, in Rhode Island, coming from a show in Boston on the highway. So
You did a show here December 23rd.
Yeah, but I was to December 23rd. I was in them fucking behind closed doors.
Yeah, that's good that you out though. You know, you here.
Yeah, man, you out, man.
So now, when you was inside, you had, aspirations to be in the music game, or it just fell in your lap?
Yeah, kind of like, I know everybody in the street. So what happened was when I got released from my Fed beef, I was in the system. I started, Kal Dawson management team. Then I got released. I was living in Charlotte. Then my man Scotty Bellamy, he helped me out with one of my cases because I had at the time back in '88 I was facing an A1. It was for murder, but I got acquitted for that one, and he helped me up with that case. So when I got released, I was living in Charlotte, North Carolina, November 1st. Barack Obama changed the drug law, and my case got presented to Washington, D.C., because I got convicted of ghost dope, meaning that in the feds, like, somebody was lying, saying I was distributing XYZ, but they never caught me in physical evidence.
Right.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Right.
Right, so you beat it.
And I'm going to say who the dude was, because I ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. I ain't going to tuck my tail. The guy who implicated me, his name was JaRule from Queens, Burtface JaRule.
And you heard it first here at the beat.
Right.
One thing.
Shout him out.
Nah, fuck him. Yeah, fuck him. He caught a fucking 2 to 4 for some credit card shit and started telling some other shit that would happen. So he's an informant.
Down with departure.
Right.
Sounds like
So
a vagina to me.
he had a state case at that. Or most of he's facing a 2 to 4.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He
2
couldn't
to
hold
4,
that
that's
down.
light. That's nothing.
I don't know what that was, but he caught me in a loop. But anyway, they were saying I was getting XYZ from, Dimitri Finnery, known as Big Meats from BMF, and doing this, doing that through a certain label at the time. But, Barack Obama, changed that drug law November 1st, 2011. I was released from Butler, North Carolina.
Oh, so you kind of like Big Meat's co-defendant then?
Yeah, I was on this case.
Okay.
They asked me, did I know him? Well, we got sources saying that you deal with him, but I don't know the man. I mean, I don't know him.
Yeah, because you could be caught in like a 10-man conspiracy and might know 2, and the other 8 you ain't never seen before in your life.
I did know him personally because I still interact with him because we did a BMF tour in 2016, and Missy Cheeks was the headliner on the tour. So I did business with him, but but as far as the other stuff though, I ain't on that type of time though. I ain't gonna work with them. You know what I mean?
So
Give me for what y'all got me for. That's it. I ain't implicate nobody else.
So what year you got into the music?
I got into there about maybe 9-3. I came home and I'm at 9-4.
Who's the first artist? You was with Murder Inc., right?
Yeah, I got
This
through that.
before Murder Inc., though.
Yeah, I got
93.
in that situation through Kenneth, because a certain individual at Matsoukas had a situation happened with Ja, and that's how I got my way in that situation there.
You mean JaRule?
Yeah.
All right. No, I have to say it for the listeners.
Yeah.
So, all right, so 93, your situation, this before Murder Inc.
Right, it's way before that.
Who you was with then? What group you had then?
I was working with Royal Flush.
Roy Flush. I remember Roy Flush.
Right, he was with Loud Rex at the
Yeah, I remember,
time.
yeah.
And he came out with 96 Iced Up Medallions. Him and Mike Geronimo, they came out. It was on Loud Records at the time.
So you managed him, and
I was
then
working with Royal Flush back then.
you went away?
I went away. I mean,
Yeah, but see, my thing, right?
Yeah.
What I want to know, right, is like Doc is like bringing up your work in the industry, but I want to know, how did you get that knowledge and that skill? Because you was doing bids and you was getting money, but to be a manager, anybody just can't be a manager.
Yeah.
You had to know something.
And
You
then
had
a
to know
successful
somebody.
one at that.
But
So
when you
what's up with that?
No, when you hustling, you your own boss. Like I was getting my own bricks and breaking them down, distributing in different states. I hustled in Raleigh, North Carolina, Fayetteville, Georgia. You know, I was in Wilmington, Delaware. You know, I've been all over.
Right.
You know what I
So
mean, I'm chasing
when
the
you
dollar.
say-
But
when you
when
say
you
breaks-
managing, you come across artists in the industry, and you know, you call them promoters, and you start, you know, networking with the promoters to book certain artists. And this is who they is, this is what they got, and that's how you work in that network. It's the same thing with different product.
There it is. That's how it's connected. That's amazing. So
A lot of people that's in the industry now, they was at one time with ex-hustlers.
You got some
And
in
they
the
became
industry now that's still
Exactly.
even
hustling.
rappers, even rappers, like you know,
Yeah.
the money changed now because you
Exactly.
got a lot of people ain't getting high like that, and then the odds are more
You never
against
get
you
high if you
now.
don't supply,
As
right?
far as like you know, cameras everywhere, people cooperating, and you know, people ethnic codes is different.
So was managing something that you obviously just kind of fell in your lap based on the network?
I ain't fell in my lap. I just didn't want to do no more business no more, so I give a new trade.
right.
You know, when you doing
the
4 bids and
opportunity,
you never got caught with anything, then that's kind of like, you know,
that's
alright,
kind of
let's
like a praise.
do some other shit.
Do
now.
some positive stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and take your whole mentality of the hustling and your own bricks and all that stuff you're saying and transform it to the music industry, which clearly made you very successful. You work with the most like iconic artists that we all know in this room and people in the audience know.
Who are some of the artists
so
you work
who is
with,
that?
Benny Siegel, the Broad Street Bully. I got Benny Siegel, Benny Siegel, Capadonna from Wu-Tang. I'm on the Wu-Tang documentary as well.
Dope.
Matter of fact, Capadonna and Missy Cheeks, they shot a video in Queens from the Coliseum.
Dope.
That was back in, I think, 2017. Yeah, 2017. It's called Hip Hop Never Dies. It was filmed in the Coliseum. I fuck with Missy Cheeks as well.
Yeah, I love him. He's dope.
You know, I got an artist named Danny Belair, which we shot a video in front of the Coliseum. I had Floyd Mayweather's Ferrari in the video. You know, I met Floyd through 50.
Floyd Mayweather's Ferrari in a video. Like, how the heck does that happen?
Because I met Floyd through 50, and we built a relationship in 2016. You know, it's a thing in Charlotte called CIAA. I had, got Nas book, Floyd Mayweather,
Dope.
Jadakiss, my man Smack from Smack DVD.
Okay.
An individual, I ain't gonna say his name though, but he came out of the system in 2015 and he had a book. I got him book. He was doing a book signing down there as well. So, but my artist made a song called Cherry Ferrari. I was calling around trying to get a red Ferrari, and then what happened, I had called Mayweather. We was on the phone talking. I was like, I'm trying to find a red Ferrari. And he was like, yo, I got a red Ferrari. I said, word? He said, yeah, it's got the money team. I said, okay, fine. So he's like, well, I ain't gonna charge you. Just get it from Vegas to New York and send it back. So when you getting cars transfer to different states, you gotta go to New Jersey airport to do that, the cargo. So I got his car up here. You know, you go on my Instagram, you see the red Ferrari with the TNT on it. It's in front of the Coliseum. Dude name was Danny Belair. He a Haitian artist, and it worked out.
That's what's up.
So you grew up with 50?
I didn't. Well, he's from the neighborhood. I'm older than him though, but me and his mother used to do Dirt Sabrina.
His mother was in the game?
Yes, she was. She showed me how to form, coke and turn into crack. Sabrina, she showed me how to do that.
Yeah, if you saw in like any documentaries he had or any movies, they definitely mentioned, they ain't going to the details, but they showed that his mom was, she was doing her, what you call it, ones and twos.
Yeah. She official. I'm saying she official. And a lot of things she possesses is in him. So like 50 a good dude. We guys would just see on Instagram, okay, of course he the Instagram antagonist of the book, but he a good dude because not too long ago, we was together. Another client that I work with, Jaton Green. She from up here in the Bronx. She's got her own shoe line, and she was getting nominated an award at Matsoukas, also with Cuban Links, 50's girlfriend, and Fifth was there, and I was there with my man he got his own clothesline called Un Apparel. I'm wearing his shirt, and when 50 was there, I see me and left and came back. Matter of fact, we went to the store on Suffolk and came back. We seen the gold Bentley. I said, that's 50 shit right there. And then we walked in. He seen us. He turned around. Oh, shit, your Cal. Yo, what's up? What's going on? What's good? So 50 a good dude, though.
But back in the days, like talking about 50 moms and stuff, like, she had to been thorough, because back in the day, you didn't have a lot of women who was, like, getting money and holding it down. Like, you got a lot running around later on But back then, you
back
had to
then,
be.
it was
You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
like rare. You know what I'm
it
saying?
was, it was besides her, you know, she was doing her ones and twos. She was getting money. What's the other old school chick? Bim, Hilda. Remember Hilda? You remember Hilda, Bim? He ain't here. All right, but he ain't here. Hilda's official. There was a few females. Doreen, she was from Farmer. There was a few females that was doing their thing, getting paper.
All right, so now leading up to now we at now to Murder Inc. What was your position in Murder Inc?
Right. Through Kenneth, you know, through his relationship with Irv, I was, you know, the president over there for certain reasons, you know, bro. So I was like in charge of like getting artists booked. That situations happen, and you know, that shit happened between Murder Inc. and G Unit. You know, I was cool with both sides. I was trying to minimize the situation, but you know, when I got incarcerated, you know, doing a 5 to 10, then the feds picked me up. Then, you know, 50 used that as a green light to go ahead and do what he gonna do with the label.
Also, if you think if you was there, it wouldn't escalate.
It could have went differently, but you know, you had a lot of dudes that was playing devil advocates. You know, like I said, you know, 50 a good dude, but you had a lot of dudes that was, you know, instead of like mobilize the situation, dudes was like using their strength and power, and you know, divide and conquer, as we were saying.
Because if they'd have been together, it'd have been super strong.
No, it was a thing where, you know, 50 and Ja had two different backgrounds. So, you know, they had two different backgrounds. So 50 wasn't, you know, bowing down to certain dudes, was like telling him, yo, and 50 was like, yo, I'm my own man. I ain't no hustler's helper type of dude. So it could have been like, it could have handled, that whole situation with them could have been handled very differently, but.
So they knew each other, 50 and Ja knew each other?
Yeah, they knew each other.
Okay.
I mean, because that situation's still going on today.
It's died down, but.
Yeah, but you know, 50, like I said, he's on
It didn't
top,
die
right?
all the way down.
50 on top. 50's like this. He would never do a song with JaRule, but it like he'll see him, he gonna fight him and
Yeah,
put
it
hands
ain't
on
like
them.
that,
But
yeah.
So can
50,
we?
Yeah, but he just did something not too long ago.
50 is on his own wave, and Ja's on his own way, but 50 did buy the masters of all Ja shit. So we will say that.
You talk
Yeah.
about it. And also, JaRule did a show. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about in Jersey, and 50 bought all the front row seats.
This
So
a
he
real
could sit in the front, and he sat right there. Nobody else
heard
in the
about
front
that,
row.
yeah.
Come on, it's still going on.
This some real shit. 50 told us right there he bought his masters, didn't he? Didn't he tell us
That's
that?
epic. That's
But who
epic.
does that?
Keep it real, keep it real. Didn't 50 tell us right there he bought his shit, didn't he?
So,
Honestly, I didn't hear.
Yeah, but he said he bought his shit though, but you know.
Yo, Ja been quiet for a little while. He came out to do a show. 50 bought all the front row seats. Nobody could sit in the front row and sat there just like this.
Crazy.
And all the seats was empty.
Just like ha.
You tell me they still going on? You got to be
no, I ain't
kidding
saying
me,
it's
man.
not going on, but like he said, ain't no problem.
That ain't
Ain't no
They
fiscal,
see
but
each other. That's what I'm
hitting them hard.
saying.
That hitting you hard. That's your
That's
brand.
low. That's
Yeah.
low.
That's your
Come on.
money.
Different.
They're like,
I'm
you
saying-
still can't get no money as long as I'm around.
In the industry, money talks, bullshit walks. So if that person was willing to sell his masters, if you got the money, you can buy it. So, you know, it's 50 in the.
What does that mean exactly? With if he bought the masters, like, can he still get the money from it? Like,
anything
JaRule
anything
is gonna
played,
split it?
any radio station play JaRule music, 50 gonna get a check behind that.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a power.
Let me tell you something else too.
That's
50, let me tell you something else 50 did
Wow,
too.
that's a powerful move.
Remember when 50 Cent and Game had that situation
Yeah,
with the GU not? 50 was getting paid off of that as well.
yeah, we knew that. Yeah. Yeah,
One
he
thing
said
about
that.
50,
50's
man, he's
smart.
a smart businessman.
Word. Facts.
You know what I mean? He's a smart businessman. And I had a client of mine, you could 50 live in Connecticut, right? Bought Mike Tyson house, something like that.
Yeah, he
So I
sold
had
it though.
A
He ain't
client
got
of
no
mine
more.
who had a house next to him, right? And he was like, that guy 50, they called 50 Cent. Curtis Jackson, whatever.
Curtis
Curtis
He's
Jackson
like,
the third.
that shit he do on TV, he said he ain't that type of guy. He do these, that's a front. I said, what you mean? He's like, he's the nicest guy in the world. He said the dude is the nicest guy in the world. You know, it's a Jewish dude. He's like, this guy's always very nice, and he's a businessman. You know what I'm saying?
Be nice to
and
the Jewish
look
guy.
what he doing now. Look what he doing on television. Look what he doing in the movies. You
killing
can't
him.
front on 50, man.
Nah,
mean,
like
the
I
whole-
said,
the whole-
if he fuck with you and you got a situation, he will help you. He will extend his hand. 'Cause he helped a lot of people. No, I ain't gonna mention their names though, but some dudes that he did help, they're not here no more. But he helped a lot of people with situations. I mean, when I came home, You know what I mean? He got me in season 2 of Power. I mean, then another client that I was working with, me and the guy from out of Houston, Texas, Lil Flip. We got on season 5 on Love and Hip Hop New York, and then my other client Jatan Green. You know what I mean? Some of y'all know Jatan Green.
Yeah, we know Jatan. Yeah. Right,
she's my client. I just got on the cover of Maulasi magazine. They're gonna have a launch party for that, but like I said, 50 know how to move. I mean, he got his bread.
Yeah, you have a caller. Caller, you here with Kal Dawson?
Yeah, peace. How you doing, man? I just wanted to say that I don't think Irv would allow 50 to buy those masters. Irv don't play like that. Irv is a multimillionaire too, and he knows how to make power moves. He's been down with Jay for a minute, and he's been how to maneuver. Those are arch enemies from Queens. I don't think it would happen.
Do you know if Irv got the masters or JaRule shit? Do you know that, or you don't know that? Because Murder Inc. doesn't exist no more. You know that, right?
I'm on other end. I can't really hear you too well because there's an echo.
Okay, but like I said, Murder Inc. doesn't exist no more. There's no label such called Murder Inc. It used to be called Murder Inc., then it changed to the Inc., and then it just died out. So like I said, 50 has money, and he said that he bought the masters. He's not going to say anything that he's not about his business,
That's something to look into.
Do your homework.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but that's something that's a powerful form to do.
Yeah, do your homework. I'm gonna tell you what. Rashandi's gonna leave Murder Inc. and Irv gave her her master. That's why she stayed when the indictment dropped. You probably know that either too, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a lot of things going on in the industry, but not aware of knowledgeable about.
Okay.
Next caller.
Thank you for informing me.
Yeah, next caller.
Thank you, caller. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe and like button.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Thanks for calling, though. Yeah. So now you at. You go to jail when you Murder Inc. Right? As far as with the case.
My case stimulated right from conspiracy charges. I mean, so. I copped out the 10 years in the feds for conspiracy to move 250 kilos of cocaine. That was my indictment.
Okay. Yeah. Is that the case that's now or?
Nah, that's what I got. That's what I was in the system for.
Okay.
Yes. So wow, that's interesting right there.
Your whole journey is super interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have guessed from where you started to where you ended. And you're still doing big things. You've been in Power. You're doing all these amazing things. Are there any new artists that you're working on right now or managing?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
You read that? No, I'm working with Benny Seqo. February marks his 20-year anniversary of the album The Truth. We just had a show Saturday in Hampton, Virginia. It's a pack. I've been working with Benny Seqo since August of 2019, and every show that I book with Benny Seqo has been packed. He has a fan base.
He's super dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna clear all the rumors. He don't got no animosity with Jay.
Yeah.
Benny Seqo had once had a gun charge, and then he caught income tax charge.
Right.
And at the time, he was young, but he was like the second go-to man for as Rockefeller.
Hold up.
Right.
No, go ahead. I was telling the caller, hold up.
And what happened, right? Benny Seqo caught a case, and the court asked him, Jay, if Benny Seqo, will you monitor his supervision? And Jay was like, whatever. Then he said no.
Right.
But I told Benny Seqo, Jay, a lot of people don't want to get involved with the feds. So you gotta understand Jay's position. Like he said, no, not saying he's shitting on you, but he didn't not familiar with that system.
Jay
never did a bit.
You can actually be more helpful outside the system.
So Beans felt a certain way, but now he understands now. So they got a meeting coming soon, work out their little differences. But like I said, Benny Seqo, he a good artist. He got a lot of banging hits, classics. Mm-hmm. And I've been working with him. You can follow me on Instagram. A lot of his shows that I booked with him is on IG, and you can just watch the crowd participation. And people fuck with him still. He got 3 movies under his belt. He's like like a good artist, like Cheeks as well. I fuck with Cheeks,
He's a
book Cheeks.
consistent dope artist.
You have a caller from Caller, say where you from.
I'm
Your name.
from Jamaica, Queens.
Okay.
Speak up, caller.
I just want to shout out Kal Dawson, man. Him and I was in Walk Hill. I love you, my brother. It's your brother Jerome Bradley. Jay Wright's the writer.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah. You was there. Me, you, Scotty, AJ. You know what I'm saying?
That's my brother, man. I love you, man. I'm proud of you. And shout out to the show, man. God bless you guys, man. Keep doing your thing.
I appreciate that.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Hopefully they could bring you here as well. You know what I mean? Because you're an artist yourself. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely hit that subscribe and hit that like button.
I definitely will. God bless you guys. Have a great night. I'm going to continue listening.
Yeah, I'm here with my man, you know what I'm saying? He missing action over here. He don't want to be Nas right now, though, but you know, it's all good. Got my man here from Power. He just walked in the building, the CEO, you know what I'm saying? He in the
from
building.
Power?
Yeah, he from Power.
What he doing, Power?
He was a CEO, man. He locked ghosts up at the event, and then, you know.
You say he's a CO?
He's a correctional officer in Power. He's a cop.
Oh, no
Power. He the one that passed the phone to the dude in in the cell. Then he locked ghosts up. That's him right there. That's my man. I told him to come through. Yeah.
You can sit with him real quick.
You come over here, you know what I'm saying? You know how this show right now, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, B13. Now, I just want to say one thing before we talk to my man, right? Because the caller who got on the phone, I guess he don't really know what's going on in the industry, like my man Kal, just to solidify what he's saying. And I'm reading, it's like news flash. It said, now 50 Cent is rumored to be delivering the final blow. And they put blow in big
Capital
words.
letters.
He's buying all the JaRule's masters and publishing. If you're not familiar with the legality of the industry, that means, in big letters, JaRule would have to pay 50 Cent every time he performs one of his songs.
Wow.
Drop the mic.
You heard it first at
Flash.
3139.
I want to drop the
50
phone,
Cent.
but I don't want to mess my man's phone up.
But my thing is, right, a lot of people don't know certain things. They're not knowledgeable of certain things, so they just talking because they got lips.
They're just talking
You know what
because they got
I'm saying?
opinions.
You heard this first on the B139.
And let me tell you something else. Kal Dawson, I'm the one that got Wu-Tang to deal with the Men's and Mike documentary. I'm on there sitting next to Capadonna. You know what I'm saying? So
you a man to be reckoned with.
I'll make shit happen.
Holla.
You know what I mean?
So introduce your guy right here.
He gonna introduce himself.
Oh, did he? What's your name, brother?
My name's Tamike Ogugwa. You know what I mean? I represent Durham, North Carolina, but my people from Nigeria. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was good to connect with Rotimi when we shot together. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've been on Power since season 2. I'm the one that cusses out Tommy when I process him. And then season 4, I'm in the opening scene of the season with Ghost, locking him up. And Courtney Kemp and company were kind enough to bring me back for season 6.
So before you finish, we want to welcome you to the show. We got to welcome everybody to the show.
Yes. Woo.
All right, so how did you get in, how did it come into play? How did
you know what I mean? I auditioned. You know what I mean? My agent sent me an email and said, you have an audition for Power. I went in, did my thing. About a week later, my agent called me and said I booked it. You know, next thing I know, I'm on set with Joseph Sikora. You know what I mean?
When you say the names, when you say their real name, can you say the acting name?
Yeah, so Joseph Sikora actually plays Tommy. You know what I mean? So if you look at episode 209, I'm the one to tell him to take off the fucking chain. It's not a fucking question. You know what I mean?
You seem very intense saying it right now. So
Yeah. So it's like that was the first time at that point in the series anybody talked to him in that kind of fashion. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why it was so monumental at the time. You know what I mean? And then I actually got invited to the table read for season 4, and all the Stars executives were there. They had the behind-the-scenes people from Stars there, casting director, like everybody involved. You know what I mean? I did meet 50 briefly. He probably won't remember, but you know what I mean? Omari actually ran up to me after we finished the table read and was like, yeah, let's go ahead and rock out. So 2 weeks later, I was on set literally like all day with him, just me and him. You know what I mean? So
what's up?
Yeah. So
how'd you feel about that? Like, was that exciting? Was that like, was this your very first type of big role?
No, I've been working for a long time. I've been doing this for 20 years. I actually have a degree in acting, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah? What college you went to?
I went to North Carolina A&T, Aggie Pride, all day. You know what I mean?
Greensboro, right?
Yeah, Greensboro, North Carolina. So that's why I went to school for acting.
Guilford County.
Yeah, so I actually, you know what I mean? I actually have worked with like Royal Shakespeare Company.
Okay.
And done a lot of off-Broadway and off-Broadway work here in New York.
That was gonna be my next question.
You know what I mean?
Now, what's your favorite thing? Do you like to actually be on the stage and engaging with like the audience energy or the camera?
They're both. I love it all. You know what I mean? I love the craft of it all. It's like there is that immediacy with the audience, you know what I mean? Because there is no cut. Like if you mess up on stage, you mess up, and your scene partner has to save you, or you know what I mean? You improv whatever you got to do, because there is no cut.
Yeah.
TV and film, you know what I mean? You get that cut, you get editors, you know what I mean? You get the director, you know what I mean? To try to make
fix
you
it up
look good.
again.
Yeah, that's why like a lot of actors on television and film that have never done a play can't do theater as opposed to.
I heard about that before. It's totally two different type of worlds.
Yeah, and I like went to grad school. I do Shakespeare. I do it all. You know what I mean? So you put me on set, I know what to do. Like you don't have to tell me.
So
you know what I mean?
My guy,
You got 20 years in, so
he's working.
that's a lot of experience.
Yeah.
So I have a question. How do you remember all your lines?
Repetition. You know what I mean? My technique is I try to record my voice and just listen to it as if I'm listening to like my favorite track.
Okay.
And just listen to my voice over and over again. You know what I
Like
mean?
the inflections and like your patterns, the cadence of like you doing a speech?
Yeah, for sure. And also, I write my lines out. So it's like a thing with like seeing the lines in your own handwriting and then hand to paper psychologically.
Yeah, I hear that connects it together.
Yeah, so.
Dope.
That's the key thing you said is repetition.
Yeah.
The repetition gets you like in practice and in form of from one role to the next role.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, what's his name? Heath Ledger. You know how he got so crazy into his role. Do you think that is like a crazy thing, or is that something as an actor that could happen?
It's actually happened to me. I remember when I was in college, I did a play called Seven Guitars by August Wilson. I played a character named Hetley. At the time, I was in my mid-20s, but the character's like 59 years old. And I got so caught up in the role, I forgot I was me. I thought I was the character.
Right.
And so I was stuck like in a particular moment. There's a moment in the play where they're listening to a Joe Louis fight on the radio. And the character is screaming like, "That's the king! That's the king! That's the king!" You know what I mean? And in the Haitian accent, or whatever. Yeah. And I totally blacked out. I forgot I was me. Like that actually can happen.
That's deep right there.
Wow.
Like when you're so into the character and so committed, that you forget what real life is, and you're like in the world of the play. That's what it's all about, though. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So what's the connection between you and my man Kal right here, man? Like y'all bond.
It's a small world, man. I know a lot of people he knows, and he knows a lot of people I know. We actually connected. Well, go ahead, tell the story.
Yeah, actually, well, when I came home from doing my bid in the Feds, 50 put me in season 2 of Power. I was one of his goons that his son pulled him up from jail, and he said we want to take back what he had from Ghost. And I did an interview in Brooklyn, and then me and him bumped heads. I was like, "Oh shit! Like that's something from there from Power." Like, okay,
yeah, for sure.
Back in I think it was like 2016. I was in Cityscape, and Timmy was there as well. He was in VIP by himself. When Timmy see me, he said, "Oh shit, that's Kal. You let him through." So the security let me through, and I was kicking. I think Chaz was there that night too. Chaz Williams was there too from Black Hand.
God bless the dead.
Yeah, God bless.
Yeah, God bless the dead. I think Prince, you was there too, right? Yeah, we was on Cityscape, Luke Diamond. So that's where I seen his face though. He was on the Power sets. When I did an interview in Brooklyn, I see him, and then we exchanged numbers. And then I fuck with him. If I can help somebody. You know, what I'm saying? I deal with a lot of promoters. I'm on the phone all day, every day. My phone's my office, so. Yeah. I be booking a lot of shows like East Coast, West Coast, overseas. Benny Siegel, Cheeks, or Capadonna. Wu-Tang got their 25-year anniversary. They getting like $250,000 per show. Benny Siegel getting like 6 bands and better for a show. So Cheeks, he up there too. So I be working. I mean, I heard those that I ain't with that. It's a lot of people which they do a lot of sideball shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say this too. I'm taking off the music industry, it's a lot of people running around here advocating they real dudes and do that, but they run around here advocating something that they not and downgrading other people, and when they do a lot of fuckery. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this: I'm born and raised in South Jamaica. Don't talk about my peoples. Don't shit on nobody I fuck with. If you ain't got nothing in black and white, you know what I'm saying? Don't throw no bone on nobody's name, because when you do that, I'm gonna dress you. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna dress you.
Here.
So
you
saying this like in general, or this something personal that really happened?
It's something personal that really happened, and when it happened, I was gonna get on some other shit, but they called my man Prince, like, "Yo, tell son, chill. It ain't like that. We want no heat, no problems with him, so on and so forth.
So
'Cause
can-
I
you want
don't
Prince
like
to come
dudes
sit
just
with you real
throwing
quick?
dirt on other people's names and they not even built like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so it's a real live situation. You want to bring Prince to sit with you real quick?
Absolutely. Prince will come in here, you know what I'm saying? He got history.
Holla, holla.
Yeah, Prince.
Thank you so much. I love your hat, by the
Yeah,
way.
catch my man on power. Like I said, he
Oh,
the one,
yeah, absolutely.
he the one
Yeah,
pass the
brother.
phone and the cell and all that. You know what I mean?
Yo, you got some social media links or something?
Social media.
Yeah, to get people your social media to
Yeah,
find
for
you
sure.
at.
Yeah, yeah.
Make get some more work in here.
Yeah, Tomike OG, that's TOMIKEOG on Instagram. Totally accessible, you know what I mean? Hit my DMs and all that, you know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Exactly.
I'll do it one more time.
All right, TOMIKEOG, you know what I mean? So hit me up. Let's work.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
holla. Thanks
All right.
again.
So we're gonna have
Holla.
Prince, cause I see this situation. This is like a real life situation. I thought he was speaking in general, like how dudes is.
Nah, it's some real fuckery.
So he's saying it's an actual.
Absolutely.
He's saying it's an actual person that done this. So he said something about his man Prince. Here come Prince right here.
Hey, Prince.
All right, Prince, welcome to the show.
The B139.
Welcome to the show. What up, man? Have a seat, brother.
Yeah, we gonna use the hot seat now, cause a lot of dudes that
Let's
listen
talk.
to this show,
Let's talk.
you know what I mean, they gonna feel a certain way, but I'm gonna call a spade a spade.
All right, talk to the mic. Your nigga hear you a little better,
Yeah,
brother.
talk to the mic.
Talk to the mic.
You gotta talk
we're
to them.
Let's pimp status in
Yeah,
the microphone.
yeah. Come to the mic so the viewers can hear you. Oh, be careful,
But
be
you gotta
careful.
do right there.
He can lean in. He can lean in.
Pimp lean.
All right, what's up? Bring him in, man. Talk about your
Hey, yo, I'm gonna bring in my man Prince. You know, he's a Queens legend. He was fucking with Chad from Black Entertainment, stand-up dude. So I'm gonna let Prince go ahead and introduce himself and, you know, let understand and be understood.
What's up, Prince? How you doing? Welcome to the show, bro.
How you doing?
All right.
Hi,
My
Prince.
name is Prince, you know, but they call me AK Black Hand, but me, Bam, I was already who I was, but Chaz raised me and hyped me.
Talk in the mic.
Cornbread,
Talk in the mic, my dear.
Cornbread, everybody, but if you want to just speak of that situation first, when you just mentioned me, because we had a situation where they reached out to me and then I reached out to him. They didn't know we was family.
Right.
So be careful who you're saying things about in front of people, because
Absolutely.
you never know who know people.
Because at the end of the day, what he said is real.
Holler.
Right.
It was real. 'Cause
You
he ain't
talk
know who he
about
was.
him or you talk about him,
Yeah.
you're talking about me.
Facts.
So this person,
It's a family affair.
he's
Facts.
also from Queens. The person.
No.
Nah, we're not gonna give him no.
I'm not gonna give him no airplay. He's not from Queens. He's from the Bronx. You had him on the show, but he was going around.
Right.
We had him on the show.
Y'all had him on the show, but he was going around talking
Right.
things that he's not about because this same individual, he was talking about Alpo, and I got the phone conversation recorded on my phone. Alpo sent it to me where Alpo called the dude
There's no
and
way to take it back.
Alpo reached out to the dude, to one of his mans in his crew, was like, yo, give me homeboy number. I'm gonna holler at him.
Yeah.
Then Alpo called them. I got the conversation recorded, so I might take this to Hot 97 to refer to somebody. But
He was on Hot 97?
No, I'm gonna take this phone conversation to Hot 97 maybe because Alpo called the dude
Why
and
not
G
go to here
checked him.
first?
Was like, yo, why are you going around here talking about me, saying this, saying that, da. And he denied it, like, yo, I didn't say that. It wasn't like that. So now you bitching up now. Alpo called you directly. You're one of your mans in your circle gave him your phone number too, Po. And he
Oh.
called you and G checked you like, yo, me, you never did no bread, so we broke no bread. So why are you implicating me in your interviews for? The homeboy
I
denied
know what
it.
you're talking about.
Homeboy denied it.
Take it back.
No, homeboy denied it. But I'm saying, if you're gonna say something, be a man and stand on your ground. What you say, you know what I'm saying? That's first and foremost.
I think
So now I know you got your streak down your back and understand and be stood, homeboy, you a bitch, yo, because homeboy called you and he presented to you something, you didn't want that work. So stop fronting, stay in your lane.
Cal, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
Just the passion, you know, and you told us you got some evidence right now and you want to bring it to Hot 97, but we're here at the Beat 139 with your homie.
I ain't gonna put it. I ain't gonna put it out
I
there.
got a different narrative.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna put it out
Because I
there.
grew up with their uncles.
Got you.
Know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
I'm 59.
me and the same dude
Cornbread.
had an
Look
issue.
good.
Me and the same
Sad.
dude had an issue, situation,
So, you know.
and it was gonna go a totally different way. Whereas
just
that
gave me a
I was
call.
gonna put the ski masks and the hoodies on. That's where I come from. I'm in my comfort zone.
Right.
And then reached out to Prince, was like, "Yo, talk to
Yeah.
homeboy because we didn't want that
Right.
heat." Cause I was
Yes,
like,
I
"Ain't
hear
no
you.
talking no more.
Yeah.
You're not gonna shit on
So-
nobody from Bimmy, Preem, just nobody. You're not even from Queens. Keep our names out your mouth. What about your shit?
Okay.
Bottom line."
And you say he's on
And
our
I'm
show.
and I'm riding with my
So we trying to
peoples.
fix
I got no
it.
problem to
That's
lay
what I
down
do.
and do 25 to life if I
I go
have
up on the
to.
Chaz and I fix shit.
Okay.
I get your jewelry back.
So
Prince gonna tell you the conversation they called him.
The jury back.
They're gonna tell you. Prince, they called him. He called me.
He got jewelry back.
Prince.
From me.
Prince, he said he want to tell a story, but what you said?
The situation that happened, they called him, telling him like, "Yo, call
Squash it?
homeboy. Yeah,
Right.
we don't want no problem. Homeboy don't want no peace like
Right.
that." You know what I mean? So he
And I
Prince will
reached
tell you
out to
himself.
And we didn't even little speak that much because he was younger.
Speaking to Mike.
But and then it went right, and I asked him. I said, "Yo, bro, you know, like I didn't even know he was really homeboy. I thought they was calling me for some other kind of guy."
Right.
So then when I found out, I hit him, and I was like, "Oh shit, this going left." So I reached out to him. It could have went either way. If he ain't go with it,
Right.
then it wouldn't have went with it.
Right.
But it turned out right.
So-
'cause,
Turned
you
out
know,
being
I
the
was
truth
already
about
So the
that.
situation
It
is
got,
good
it, got,
now.
it got to the point,
got
right?
you.
I ain't gonna implicate myself. Nothing. It got to the point
Yeah, no.
where I actually had a ski mask and a hoodie on, ready to put that work in.
Thank God he listened. To,
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it
saying?
ain't worth.
You just
But-
kind of implicated yourself.
But then he
a lot.
called me, was like, "Yo, listen, leave that alone.
Yeah,
ain't on,
please.
ain't want no
So
problem."
let
You're
me
the
ask
voice
you
of
this.
reason.
So,
I'm always the voice
So let
of
me ask you
High
this. Y'all said an interview, right?
That's what's up.
Y'all said the person was here in the interview. He said something about y'all on our platform.
Nah, he was just, he ain't say nothing about me on your platform, but just that he do a lot of corny shit. He wanted to be the center of attraction. For what reason, I don't know. But homie, stay in your lane. That's the bottom line. It's just like do what you do and just stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Because I could do it all. I got an ill knuckle chuck. I'm a lefty. I got a knuckle chuck still. You know what I mean? And I can still I can pick up that hammer and do whatever. It make me no difference how you want to do it. I'm willing to go that distance though. You know what I
Right.
mean? So some people they want to send attraction, as we'll say. If you're not built like that, it costs you nothing to mind your business. That's what I tell everybody. It costs you nothing to mind your business. It's it. You know what I mean?
It costs you everything to be involved in it.
So you said you want to expose this person on Hot 97?
If he get beside himself, I will expose him. I will expose him. Let you know you're not built like that. You got Yellow Street down your back and stop fronting because you never go nowhere by yourself. You want to have all these people around you because you ain't going to put no work in. So if you ain't going to put no work in, so start speaking about stuff because you get worked on. That's the bottom line.
So Doc, let's get back to it. Only
Yeah.
reason I'm like this because I grew up under. See, I was
Talk to the
older
mic,
than
brother.
them.
Talk to the mic.
I was older than all of them, so I grew up under Cornbread, and it was my mentors, Jaime, Doreen. All I was guard body when me and Preem first started. Me and Ben, we played in the backyard with his brother. But I was always different because I know that, I'm about that brotherhood.
The mic.
So
The mic.
thank God I got the call.
So it's a blessing.
Thank God I got that call.
Cause I'm glad you got the call. Cause
Thank God.
I think I know who y'all talking about, and I'm
Because it
cool
don't
with him.
even-
And I'm glad they ain't
because
go
all of
there.
them in that older era, they was good. And now you fucking kind of like with an
Microphone.
older lion, a younger lion. So it was like I was glad to be here because I buried my man Chaz. He raised me for 35 years. When you talk about Black Hand and all that shit, I was guard body already in South Jamaica, Queens with my dudes, but I went away for a long time. And I met Chaz while I was in the feds, and we came home with Black Hand.
Yeah, Chaz. I know Chaz a long
May he
time.
rest
Right.
in peace.
Yeah, good dude.
Let me say my
Good
piece.
dude.
Well, Chaz is one of the
Right.
one of the stand up
Right.
dudes I ever met in my life. I know Chaz too, man. I know
Matt-
his family. I know I did a lot of good things with Chaz. We don't.
Yeah.
I done traveled part of the world with Chaz, man. You know what I'm saying?
You probably traveled it with me too.
Yeah. I remember your face. Yeah, I remember your face. Big D and all that, you know.
Right, everybody.
Yeah.
So, matter of fact, there's another situation.
Everybody know if you mention
it hurt me when Chaz passed away, man. Real talk.
But I always told him I love him, and I buried him.
It's another situation that happened where that it was on New York One News that some individuals that I grew up with in Baisley, they had jumped my niece and her kids in Baisley. You know what I mean? And we had a meeting with that. Dudes came and had a sit down, and Chaz was there. You know what I mean? But that meeting. But Chaz is a good dude. He's a fair man.
Absolutely.
He's a fair man. He's like the last of the Mohegans.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely was.
You talk about him. You talk about me.
He got a hell of a story too. Whoever do the story on Chaz will have a good story.
Yo, bro.
It's a lot of good dudes everywhere, but
he got a main story. Yeah, he got a main story.
We managed Graf. He called me about 50.
Yeah, Graf. Yeah.
Because Chaz was like a old father.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So when I got out,
When
I got out the feds, I introduced him to the young South Jamaica Queens.
Right.
Mm.
No, I know.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, I opened that up.
Can I say something real quick, Prince?
Go.
I want to say shout out to my man, understanding, you got to call that unapparel. He's supposed to be to that meeting that day, but he didn't show up. But talk to Chaz, it was me, Chaz, the Furtado brothers, and we had a meeting at the Allen Church about the situation with my niece and everything, because that shit's gonna get real ugly too.
We can't let it get.
It's gonna get real ugly. Matter of fact,
let's go to some order. I like that.
Not for nothing. I want to shout out to my man, Kid Mcgriff Supreme, because he had called me not so long ago, and then he called you too, right? He called you, so me and Preem, we was in MDC together in Brooklyn. We left there with the Lewisburg. Then from there we went to, Colorado ADX. You know what I mean? I was there for like a year. Then I got transferred with USP Allenwood. But I'm the one that introduced, 50 with the Big Meat situation with that BMF stuff. Because, I fuck with Big Meech. You know what I mean?
So you use the plug with between 50 and Meech?
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
good right there.
If you look at my Instagram, I'm the only one in Jamaica Queen with BMF shirts, and I'm gonna tell you, I do business with Beach Sister, and we did a BMF tour. Cheeks was the headliner, and we was in Detroit, and Meech called me like randomly on the phone. He always called me.
We can't forget about Freaky Ty.
So yeah, rest in peace, Freaky Ty.
Absolutely.
So have you ever tried to put a mince between 50 and Preem?
They been squashed that beat. It wasn't really like that. You know what I mean? Because, man, a lot of people didn't know, man, Preem was in a situation, 50 reached out to him to help him with his case. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like, social media, nowadays, everybody got a voice and opinion. Everybody got something to say. And, people making story more than what it really is. They really know the inside stories. They're going by what the majority goes by. You know what I mean? So, like I said, everybody in South Jamaica is solid. I mean, that's it.
That's what's up.
Solid.
Well, real quick.
Shout out to South Jamaica Queens.
Preem is like my brother too, like Ben Man. When all that shit was going on, I was out of town and Chaz was calling me. Because he always put me to artists. I don't care if you Jay-Z, whoever. I did the Black Hand deal. Chaz let me for the only deal we did with JaRule, DMX. The Black Hand deal. We shipped 100,000. He was telling me about 50 when I was out of town, but I knew his mother. But I couldn't get back that fast. I got back when Gene had him over at Sony doing a deal, and he thought he didn't show up for a meeting. Chaz always called me. That's and that. I can tell you about that. And we love 50. And Chaz don't fuck with nobody that he don't respect. Mm-hmm. You dig? So when he told me 50, I was like, yo, I'm coming back. Because I came back to do the deal for him for Black Hand. You feel me? Because he let me do it. You feel me? Because he already knew how I was built. I'm younger. He know I'm guard body. I could do that. You dig? But with all that going on, it got out of hand. And then we took a hit for that. and I really take responsibility. I wish I didn't do so much time.
But see, the thing is, what I like.
Glad you
I did a lot of time.
But see, what I like about and I wish the younger guys now, I hope they listening to this. I want them to see that there's some gentleman thing going on. Here it is in a few different incidents. Like you said, y'all try to intervene the OGs with the 50 and JaRule. And not only that, with the situation, I know who y'all talking about, the situation that's going on now with the dude who's on the show. I know exactly who y'all talking about.
Yeah, he do a lot of corny shit. You know what I mean? But
that's between them.
Yeah,
but I like the fact that it was some.
That's exactly what he's saying.
I like the fact that some type of mediation went down because I'm glad that happened. Instead
well, that's definitely what's missing in today's society. That's what's missing with the young
guys. Let's move along, right? Yeah, let's move along because I ain't giving no birds, no money, no platforms, no attention.
All right, so what you got going on right now?
So like I said, 50 Miles, she's a good person. Sabrina, she's good. She was official. I mean, she's about her business, and she a stand-up female. You know what I mean? A lot of females wasn't like her, but she was built from a different cloth. She was official all the way around the board. Another female I want to shout out to is a young lady named, I talked to her brother earlier, but it's a female named Jodie. I want to shout her out because she prevented me from catching a case. I was making a move, and I came back to the projects out of a cab, and the undercovers was right there. They was fucking with me, and she's like, nah, that's my nephew. He just came back from night school. He goes to make a night school, and not knowing I had a bird and a half in my book bag. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna shout her out. You know what I mean? Like, always give her respect. You know what I mean? Like, the way she official with that situation. Like, she didn't have to do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely, man. This definitely was a good story. So anything before we get to the next interview that you want to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out to everybody who's doing their thing. Underapparel, Clothesline, 50. Shout out Benny Seqo tour coming up February 2020. We got a lot of shows lined up. Shout out to Cheeks, Capadonna. My whole South Jamaica family. People just doing like positive things, staying focused and moving forward. If like I said, if somebody need my help, my assistance, I just got Tang Green on the cover of Lassie magazine. Tang, she's gonna be hosting an event in Philly on March 21st. She's gonna be hosting Benny Seqo, Freeway, and Chris from Young Guys are gonna be the judges with Nonstop Media. So like I said, I'm just working, doing what I'm supposed to do. I stay in my lane.
That's what's up.
Yeah, can you let everybody know your social media links?
Oh, y'all can find me at on Instagram, Dawson Kal, DAWSONKAL, and on Facebook on Kal Dawson, KALDAWSON, and stay tuned for the Clothesline, Underapparel, BIM 3 for Life. The collaborations, and we just gonna move forward, and just trying to help those, and get situations going on, move forward. The Stop Bullying tour that's coming soon. Got Bimmy on the panel, the Real Big Ross out of California, Antonio Sardi from Mayman from Boston, myself. We going to move around state to state, talking about this Stop Bullying campaign.
Mm-hmm. Definitely stop bullying. Y'all hear that? We definitely appreciate you. People, we be back in like 5 minutes. We gonna be interviewing Bimmy next.
Yeah, my thing is too, those who listening or who are watching the interview, stop throwing on dirt on people's name if you're not man enough to stand on that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and can you let them what podcast show you on right now?
I'm on Beat 139. Fucking
right.
with Doc and the real niggas and G.O.
Yeah.
And y'all can follow me at 77 Guard Body. Not that I even need that.
Okay, it's all good, brother.
And now I gotta go piss like a racehorse.
Exactly.
You got a post interview with
in
the back.
Yeah, you